但是你这个呢，就没得天空。
干嘛老是那种？
但是这么虚呢？
啊？
这么虚呢？手放了一
这是姐，危险有什么？
就那个牛嘛，你刚刚看到那个牛，
刮粉儿的。
嗯。
那刮粉儿。
那种牦牛。粑粑没有？
牛粪，用你的专业相机给我拍一拍。
嗯。
看到这野花呀，野草啊。哪个路？从那边往这边看，哪边光线好？
Fountain pens.
Cheese backwards is Zeech. Zeech. Oh,
要等下粑粑吗？太阳出来了。
The other side.
看看那条流去。
啊？
看看那条流去。
什么？
就看一下那头牛。
哪里？
那你这牛在那喝水呢。地热。要摸一下这水看。
那就是水会盐那种。嗯？你在拍吧？
那跟温泉一样，应该也没多少鱼，反正都留在那边了。嗯？
But I don't like to have someone else stop on me. I don't like that. So I try to ask every people.
But I guess it's very hard to find.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I guess the otherwise best help for him would be
Yes.
Just
बस गौरव नहीं जाऊ रेवा दे गौरव બસ ત્યાં નહીં જવું ગૌરવ સ્મેલ આવે છે વેરી બેડ
आ जाना है क्या?
You're gonna have to stand up there.
Oh, I see now. I see now.
I didn't see that.
They started to loop the other end.
Not you, Eric. Someone likes you.
You guys can have photo.
爸爸呢？
Here, here.
我等一下爸爸，等一下爸爸，你爸打电话。
Someone else can take it.
厚一点嘛，背了吗？眼睛。
还好。
It didn't smell well, that is water.
What?
Sorry. Come here where, okay, after this photo.
You keep on saying come here. And then I go there. And then I
Come,
actually
come,
walk
Okay,
in
thank you.
the
come.
他们拍照的。
我给你瞪一个。
啊。
Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on.
能拔过来吗？
等一会儿。你瞪这边一点。
嗯。
瞪这里，瞪这里，瞪这里。就瞪这里。
Come on, come on.
圆了吗？
嗯，接下来。
但是你要说两个。
来，你们两个拍不拍？
拍一下吧。
拍下来，看这里。
把它取下来了。为什么？不很难看吗？
到底多长时间喷一次
12分钟。
他是2个小时喷一次。
谁说哪里去查嘛？
嗯，90分钟。¿Quieres que te ayude?
Está sucio. ¿Viste?
为什么说是2个小时喷一次
没有啊，12分钟。
？12分钟吗？
晒呀。
下一次什么时候喷？什么时候喷
1点27分。
他不是2个小时喷一次？
谁说的哪里啊？你问那个人吗？12分钟喷一次。1点27分，等一下。
Anybody else want to learn about geysers? Doing a little talk right here. More than welcome. Hang out. Come on, you know you want to. See the look in your eyes. Find out. We might as well get started with this group. See if we're
No.
So we're all having a good day so far, right? I assume we all just saw Old Faithful. Now this is going to be kind of a little introductory talk on geysers itself. Normally we do it around 1:15, but of course none of you want to hear me. You want to see the geyser, right?
拍照一下。
Right? Probably not. Yeah, I appreciate the honesty.
什么意思？
喷泉啊。
刚刚。
对啊。
How geysers like before, so hopefully you can have a good understanding of how valuable these features are, how unique they are on the planet, also how worth protecting they are. Now the geyser we just saw, Old Faithful, most famous geyser on the planet, say it's more or less become a cultural attraction over the years, even more so than a natural attraction. When you think of national parks, when you think of the United States, you might think of the Grand Canyon, Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty. It is natural. There's no button we push to make it go off. There's no lever we pull to have the geyser erupt. Now Old Faithful itself is not the tallest geyser on the planet. not even the most predictable geyser on the planet. When you put those two together, you kind of call it the tallest, most predictable. It's also just very convenient as well, right? Parking lot is right there. Didn't have to walk very far to get to it. You can go to the bathroom in that building. You can get soft serve ice cream in that building.
那边停车，这边有洗手间。
Really easily and readily accessible. Despite that, still one of the most amazing natural features you can possibly find. Now there's two numbers we use to predict Old Faithful. So if the geyser lasts for less than 3 minutes, what we do is add 66 to the next prediction. The geyser lasts for over 3 minutes, we add 94 to the next prediction. The longer it lasts, the more water it uses.
这房子都没了，一炸那个炸云那么高的，炸云上面去。
variety, just math, statistics, nothing really fancy about calculating that. Something even less scientific is if you look behind you at that lodgepole pine tree that's just standing all alone, basically based on trigonometry from the front desk, if the height of Old Faithful goes as high as that tree, about 150 feet. Average is going to be about 130. Highest I have seen is about 170. Hopefully, the tree has not grown a lot in the past 40 years. Our numbers are probably going to be pretty off, but overall height has remained consistent. Duration of interruption, about 3 to 4 minutes, has remained consistent as well. So Old Faithful would have been discovered, officially I should say, 1870, Washburn expedition would have crossed over one of those ridges out there in the distance. First thing they saw as they entered the upper Geyser. Documentaries about glaciers on television, processes that take millions and billions of years. But for Old Faithful, you simply have to wait every hour and a half. One of the most amazing natural processes that the Earth can offer. One of very few examples that we can actually outlive geology instead of the other way around. So I hope we enjoy the rest of our time. I'll look up that next Old Faithful prediction as well, answer any questions, and if anyone wants to touch the rock, it'll be up here. You're more than welcome to do that. So thanks for sticking around and have a great day.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yep, I'm looking that up right now. Yeah, so it might not be Old Faithful itself, but it's going to be the same process as the rock.
Yeah.
You have the prediction app on your phone, right?
Yep, exactly. So this volcanic rock is really rich in silica. Water dissolves the silica, and then when Old Faithful erupts, water evaporates, silica is left behind, and yeah, the top
is it measurably growing, the cone?
Yes and no. So it does certainly grow, but it can take about 100 years for an inch, so it's very slight. It depends which way the wind's blowing, how much water is flowing, so there's all sorts of factors as well. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll give you
他说啥？他说的啥？
他讲了那个这个怎么形成的，一个是热量，一个是水，第三个是这种像泵动式这种东西，它足够压力，它形成那种热足够压力的水打上去，它要形成蒸汽，然后水会出来。
他为什么这个12分钟一次，现在没有啊？12分钟都过了，有点放慢。
242. I think it went off around
112.
112. So if we add 94 minutes, it'd be 212 plus 34, so 246. Somewhere around that.
So the next time eruption is 246.
I think we're looking at about 246, yeah.
246.
And it's always plus or minus 10 minutes on that.
Oh, okay.
Set alarm for 2:30 p.m.
2:40，2:40。
啊
2点40，那1个小时。
1个小时。为什么要这么长时间呢？
要坐1个小时在这里。
那去哪里搞1个小时吗？那这个肯定是要看的噻。
就是嘛，刚才你先看了也结了。
没有按别人喷得很高。
就是没有那么高了嘛。让它出他每次这个喷多长时间？
好像是几分钟吧。
才几分钟。
嗯。
看都没人在这看。看了半年了。
那要喷很高的。
刚来的是有一阵。
就是停车没停好，在那里搞。
要这边走一圈再过来吗？还是
走一圈吧。
这边走一圈？
走一圈还有没有？
要不要吃饭吗？还是先吃东西去？
对，吃饭去。哪里看？
2:46。
啊
2:46分。哎，好像好像看。
附近没麦当劳。
你把泡面一放上。
我们应该有餐馆式的这样。要不我们去那边转转，那边还可以走一走。
就这一个地方喷还是？
这个是主要的。其他的它没有那么高。淀粉、激素、荷尔蒙什么之类的，是它催肥。
要放那里进吗？
你灌一圈的。
刚刚都放在里面进。
他们不能带枪，看到没有？不能带宠物。
啊，看看看看。我直接在这里看。
每12分钟，看到没有？
不能进去吗？
可以啊。
怎么进去的呢？
没有1:12分。
12分还是10秒？12秒。
1:12，现在几点钟？
下一个10点。
已经过了，刚刚喷过了，那咱们还要等。
那你往那边走嘛。
啊？你看这个喷得很高，这个所以很明显。
持续几分钟？一般持续几分钟？
不知道，喷几十米高那个，有40多米。这边，出去。就他有介绍啊什么之类的。好，sorry。
还有10几分钟不是？1点27分嘛。好的，坐一会儿。还有10几分钟就开始了。
开始了。
Dad and me will still have a day to recoup.
Your age? 35. Oh, you're 35?
No problem.
回到老地方是吧？
The reason of that's actually tiny.
They are.
See that is the deal. Yeah. Look.
Way around. Hey, can you see? Yes.
这半盆，但是。Come here. 看你再过10分钟可能要。
No, there.
I'm gonna be in some.
就这一口。
嗯。
这边也是吗？
这边好像没怎么喷，那边喷。
可以不到球上了。
他可能想要赢。
Excuse me, ma'am. Let's get back on the boardwalk.
能不能蹲下？蹲下，我给你看。蹲下。蹲下不行吧？我也蹲上。
Guys, that goes for you too. Get back on the boardwalk, guys. Please do not ignore me. Ma'am, on the boardwalk, please.
Sorry.
再看一波吧，拉拉，再看一波吧，剩10分钟。他妈在那里吗？
可以啊。往哪边转转？这边吧。好贵的嘛，你看。
Ingredient. Now we have a lot of magma below the ground as well. There's enough magma that we are aware of in 2 magma chambers that we could actually fill about 13 Grand Canyons full of our magma here. We could fit 10 million Empire State Buildings in the magma chambers below the ground. You could also fit 1 quintillion, which is a 1 with 18 zeros. Any fan of jelly beans here? You fit 1 quintillion jelly beans in the magma chambers below the ground. Or if you let Niagara Falls run for 142 straight years, that would fill the magma chambers below the ground. So a lot of heat, a lot of magma. Thankfully, most of it is still somewhat solid, almost like toothpaste. So it's not exactly liquid, not exactly solid. You need a lot more liquid magma to actually have an eruption. So we're looking at tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years if it happens at all. So as long as you guys are out of here within at least a couple weeks, guarantee your safety, but probably far, far in the future. So we have heat. Number 2 is water. Water makes up 70% of our planet. It is everywhere. Driving in, I'm sure you notice all sorts of rivers and lakes and ponds. There's a river right behind Old Faithful. None of that water goes to the geysers, so all the water we just saw from Old Faithful would have initially fallen as rain or as snow. Now again, this volcanic rock, this old lava flow, very porous. That water can easily travel down through. It's going to go thousands of feet below the surface of the Earth. When it gets that deep, it's going to mix with that hot rock warmed up by that magma. That water can potentially be 400 to 700 degrees Fahrenheit. If there's so much weight pushing down on it, it remains liquid. Now hot water rises, cold water sinks, so that hot water is slowly going to make its way back towards the surface itself. And when it does that, when it travels through that volcanic rock, picks up a certain chemical compound called silica, it's going to dissolve that in the water. When that water shoots up, when the water evaporates, all that silica is left behind, and it forms all the interesting mounds and the shapes around the geysers and hot springs. It forms a whole new rock that we actually call geyserite. So it can take about 100 years for just 1 inch of that to form. It's all just basically silica. Long, long time to form. Old Faithful's probably been erupting for a long time. It was most likely in a hot spring for a long time before that as well. You can't really see it here, but around the cone there's actually a couple of old trees that have actually been encased in silica, encased in that rock itself, so it's been active for quite a long time. I also think it's kind of interesting to think that maybe at one point, maybe that was Old Faithful, or maybe that one could have been Old Faithful. Maybe in 1,000 years, Old Faithful is going to be right here. It's really impossible to say. So we have heat, we have water. Lastly, we're going to have that plumbing system. So we get 1,000 to 3,000 earthquakes every single year here, most of which we can't feel. But again, they're going to crack the rock beneath our feet. That's where the water travels down through. That's where it travels back up from. And the plumbing below Old Faithful is not simple like the plumbing in your sink back home. You don't just turn the water on and it comes right out. But this water has a very torturous journey. It's going to go up, it's going to go sideways, it's going to be dead ends, it's going to be large chambers, one-way streets, narrow constrictions. So when we see Old Faithful up, that water very possibly could have fallen as rain or as snow even before Christopher Columbus set sail for the New World. It could take hundreds of years to make its way back towards the surface here. So we have that heat, we have that water, we have that plumbing system. We have a very scientific diagram right here, just to show you, very artistic. You guys like that? Maybe Picasso, maybe Van Gogh, maybe just a 5-year-old child drew that. You could probably do better than this. So what's going to happen is rain and snow is going to fall. It's going to travel through this porous volcanic rock. It's going to go thousands of feet below the surface of the earth. When it gets that deep, it's going to mix with that hot rock warmed up by the volcano itself. Hot water is slowly going to rise back up through that same plumbing system over potentially hundreds of years until it gets to something that every geyser has. The main difference between a geyser and a hot spring is that in a geyser, the water gets stuck. So in a hot spring, hot water rises, cools down, sinks. It's going to warm back up again, it's going to cool down, it's going to sink. That cycle is going to continue. In a geyser, hot water rises until it gets to a constriction, we call it. So about 21 feet below the surface of Old Faithful. Let's say Old Faithful's vent, where that steam is coming from. About that wide, about 2.5 by 3 feet or so. If you were to go 21 feet below the surface, it would go to 4 inches. So 4,000 to 8,000 gallons of water trying to squeeze through a 4-inch opening, just not going to happen. Water there is going to get stuck. Now, if you're wondering how we know what is below the surface of Old Faithful, because some years ago we took a small little junior ranger, just slowly lowered her into the vent itself. It gets really hot down there, so you got to bring them up really quick. But back in the 90s, when we dropped a camera, got about 50 feet or so, about 21 feet is where that constriction is. Every geyser is going to have a constriction somewhere in its plumbing system. So when that water gets stuck, a lot of pressure is going to build. Some water will eventually be able to break free. If you just saw Old Faithful, you notice a lot of initial splashes of water. What that is doing is lessening that pressure at that narrow opening. When enough pressure has been lessened, the water can boil. And if we've ever boiled water before, which I'm assuming all of us over the age of at least 10 have boiled water, it makes steam. Steam is incredibly expansive. That steam itself is what's going to propel that water up into the air, almost like taking a pot of water, boiling it on the stove. Right as soon as that water boils, the steam itself is going to launch out of the kettle. Same principle basically going to apply with geysers and with Old Faithful. Now, we didn't get it next time for Old Faithful, but I'll look it up, so I'll let everyone know here as well. I also want everyone to always explore everything else the park does have to offer. Again, Old Faithful is one of 500 geysers in Yellowstone. I know normally when we talk about geology, it's not everyone's favorite topic. Rocks are cool, but they don't really talk. You can't get good photos of rocks. It's not exciting to watch.
画画，你在熊的树上面。那熊会爬树的，但是看到熊躲树上也没用啊，那熊会爬上来。
爬得比你还快。 配的还是什么？
都配好了。Thank you。还要吃别的吗？还要吃别的吗？
什么？
还要吃别的吗？
哪里买单呢？
那边。那个盘子我们带不走吧？那盘子不知道能不能带得走。嗯。
那就到打包子带。
嗯。不知道，问一下。
Would you receive one for me?
I'll get you all some more.
来吧，你想干什么呀？
你是让他拿过去那吃？
那你呢
我觉得这个行吧。
嗯。
这个
他几点钟了现在？
2点20。
那你不去看吗？
把嘴巴踩了。
2点46好像是。
就穿外套，把这里就反了。昨晚上发烧，拿来。
太阳出来了。因为看那边下来，可以下来走路看湖。
这边呢，我走。
搞好你要把这些货呢。
我先去check in 吧啊。
check in 去。
嗯。Oh yeah, we have reserved the. Hold on.
Do you have a confirmation number? Okay. LXXBT. Can I just see your ID just to verify you?
Sure.
And then after it gets the green here, we're gonna have you swipe your card.
Cool.
Thank you.
So we didn't pay yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna put a card on file and swipe.
Oh, okay.
It'll pay at the end.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can check out. Alrighty. Just gonna ask you a couple questions on the screen. First one is just verifying your stay. Second one's policy.
One that checked in.
And the third one's a signature.
Yeah, that's okay. My name's Claire Gilroy, Gilroy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Claire is CLARE. There's no I. I have like the email.
Alright, you're all checked in.
Where are you hearing from?
I'm from the Hartford.
Okay, I'm from New York.
Nice, nice. Just a little hop, skip, and a jump.
Exactly.
I'll rather grab your You need one or two keys? How many keys do you need? One or two?
How many water?
Keys? How many keys do you need?
Two, actually.
I need to see your ID.
Yep. It's in New York. Okay. Work in process.
The first screen is confirming your stay.
Okay, awesome.
You're gonna be in the cottages. You're gonna be in that first row closest to us. Okay.
Oh, so it's a call.
First row, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
14.
14. Yep. You're gonna
So
be.
they have number on there, right?
Yes, they have numbers. But you're basically gonna be on the back side of this first row of cottages right there.
How's the parking? Just
It's parking right next to your cabin.
Oh, they have a number or?
No, it's unassigned, but you can usually pull right up.
Oh,
right
okay,
up to the
okay.
cottage,
Just choose one of them.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So we'll help you put the bags back in your car.
Sure. Okay. 让他，我们不在这里坐，我们在那边。
住那边。
我们把东西放到车上，然后到那边有停车的地方。
那个麻烦过来。
OK， sure。巴士在哪里？
那要叫他。
OK， so I think we just moved out. 巴士在哪里？
停车去了，那不是吗？
让他把车开过来了。question. Can we move this to down to over there?
Oh, your car is down there?
Yeah. I think.
Okay, yeah, if you want to pull it up here.
So this one can go over there? Or?
Yeah, or she can pull the car up
Okay.
here, and I can put the bags in.
Okay. Do you think I need to ask them to move the car to here or?
Is your car down there?
Yes, nearby the water. You see the.
Oh, it's by the water?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if you want to go grab the car and you can pull up right here.
Okay.
And I'll put the bags in the car and
Okay.
go to the cabin.
Cool.
Yes.
把车停在这就行了，然后吗？
我们房在哪里？
后面。这是 hotel， 我们是 cottage。
cottage 跟 cottage 什么样
？cottage 是客栈的意思。这是小房间。这是 hotel 都满了意思。都400块500块就住这里。我们才200块钱。没钱你知道吗？
可以省钱嘛？不是没钱爸爸舍不得。现在家门口一下。
小鸟。
对呀。
也差不多嘛。
对呀，应该把车停到这里。转一圈。有啊。
那看小黄鸟，看看。嘿嘿嘿，小。
它是两间，那对面一个，这面一个。
这停的挺好的。
那边还近一点。那边近一点。为什么？
因为走嘛。
一样的。肯定要拿行李啊。你那里近嘛？
哪这边近？
你好看一点嘛。
那里不安全，那地方太窄了。
哪里安全的？
那地方。还行嘞。
水里。
有力气没地方放。
你连手机信号都没有，那连 WiFi 也没有，好差呀。
是啊。
小黄鸟。
那边那个嘛，这么长个车。
跟昨天那也没啥两样。
比昨天的干净一点吧。蚊子进来了，苍蝇进来了。东西全拿了吗？
昨天还好，大概隔离一下，打呼噜还好一点。这个里面有点听呼噜，对不起啊，这没办法。哎呀，条件有限。
再看一间嘛，我上厕所。
我
拿屎。
我啥药？你拿屎慢点。
看吗？
看看我们在这里
对了，
那样走。
这样子拍，那还不是晃呢？
不会，这很稳的这个。
怎么就很稳呢？
没人去爬山，你看到没有？有些人都站那里爬了山。
要把弓进来试就好了。
这个想的多一点的，肯定破坏性的。你看别人就放很多单车，知道吧？到了时间就骑单车。
划船。
哎。
每个人对车的要求。
中国没有这种拖的，国内好像。国内有这种拖的箱子吗？国内有没有这种拖的箱子？是吧？那是可以车来拖的，看到没有？这种给租的那种。
走错了吧？这条哪有？
嗯？
走错了。它是上面写的哪里 WiFi？
那个落记。
那我们刚才为什么要往这边走呢？
走过去嘛。
那 Post Office 是这样看。
你看过来没有来呀？Hi, is there Wi-Fi here, right?
Yes, there is. It
Which-
starts with an X.
Oh, the.
Yep, that's the one.
Do we need
There's no
a?
password or anything.
Okay, awesome.
Good luck with it.
Yeah, cool. 这个
啊？
这个
哪里？
这个 SANX 开头的，
就直接上没有密码的吗？
没有密码。
妈妈在里面。
去哪了？有 WiFi 这里没有密码的，
40几块钱哦。
没有密码的 WiFi，
那怎么办？
没有密码直接可以进去。
没有密码。
嗯。
吃饭还是转一圈回来去？
转一圈呢？这里可以吃饭的。
要不吃完饭再去转？
啊，
吃完饭去转。
嗯，那消化嘛是吧？
就是中午我们吃了以后啊。
Rust 西塔啊 ，Rust 西塔是吧？
出了菜。
Vegetable。
这边，这边，这边，这边。你想拿哪种盘子呢？就这个。那这种呢？Turkey
roasty
火鸡
turkey 火鸡是吧？中午就吃的火鸡是吧？
中午吃的是不一样好像。 食物的。
Yes, please.
Cranberry sauce
No, thank you.
and 2 sides.
I have the rice and mashed potatoes.
My roasted turkey. What is that? The leg?
It's a leg.
I want to try it.
Would you like a leg?
Yeah.
And any
You
gravy
want
on
a
it?
small or large plate?
Large plate.
Gravy? No. And dinner roll.
是这个
是鸡啊，好。
鹅腿。
If you're not light. Right. Thanks. Enjoy.
这是鸡的腿还是什么腿？
那个火鸡腿。
火鸡这么大？
嗯。什么？
这个是 free 吗 ？No.
She asking is free or not? This one. How much it is? Or 2.91? 2.94?
No. 不要了，够了。
Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
Just slide aside.
Oh, okay.
You sure?
Cranberry sauce.
Oh yeah, sure.
And then 3 sides.
Do you have spicy or?
No, it's not spicy.
It's barbecue sauce or?
It's cranberry.
Okay.
3 sides.
This, one size?
No, 3 sides.
Medium. Okay. This one. The
The veggie.
veggie and the.
Stuffing.
Let me see. And then this one.
This is stuffing and this is corn.
Yeah, corn. Yeah.
啊？
And one
不会
more.
吧？我怎么他只给了2样呢
Potatoes, rice.
Could I get the potato? Or, yeah.
这里跟那里不一样吗？
啊？
这里跟那里不一样吗？
这姐的菜不一样。
不是，
Gravy on it.
Yeah. Sauce.
不是，那我怎么这2样呢？
不是一样的。
啊？
不一样的，点的不一样。
不一样。
不一样，就它是我点的是火鸡，价格都不一样的。
这个便宜吗？
Can I have a tray?
把那个盘给我，那个。
那为什么我这2样呢？
你是多少钱？
我不知道啊。
它不一样的菜，哦呀，是。
free 吗？
怎么会 free 呢？肯定要钱的呢。
我这个多少钱？
我不知道啊。
嗯？
Big plate or small?
要大的小的。
大的小的。
不要出口气啦。
这15块，11块5毛。
你是要大的小的？
我大的。
好，大的。
big the big one. Yeah.
这个是不包的是吧？你过去问。那个哎，你过去问。
哪个不包？
啊？
什么不包？
不包吗？
不包什么东西？
没得玉米啊，还是一起要钱的呀？
你没点吗？
不是你点是
在下，他要钱的。
一样的吗？
嗯。
包吗
？This one, the middle one. 什么？
这个什么？3样，选哪一个？
玉米或中间或随便选一个。corn, yeah. Corn, yeah.
土豆梨，这个是什么？里面是什么
？What's the inside?
Stuffing is like bread and seasoning.
Okay. 面包和什么 seasoning 什么？
肯定是要青菜嘛。
点了。
vegetable。
点了。
vegetable。
potatoes. No potatoes. Yeah.
几份我要的。
Rice. Okay, rice.
我的为什么会贵一点呢？
哪里吃也贵一点？
这里啊。
鱼嘛，鱼肯定贵一点。Graves. Yeah, the middle. Yeah. Gradient. 那个，这什么料啊？我也不知道。吃了就知道了。
我靠！你今天聊半天，你也不知道啥东西啊？
我也没吃过这种料。
这里买吗？
可能。先买单了。啊？拿去买单。
对，你买单。
东西啊？买单。那边买单一样的。
That be all?
One more?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. What do we have here? 57.55.
57块，57.55，57块5毛4。57块5毛4。我洗完了都。等一下，我帮你拍一张，帮你拍上去，拍张照。你先别吃，你纪念一下。没事，这光很好的光。等一下。等一下，好，等一下，3、2、1，再来一张，3、2、1，你眼睛闭上了，眼睛闭上了，眼睛闭上了，眼睛闭上了，你刚刚，闭上，好，3、2、1，等一下，再来一个，3、2、1。那里就是那个。
手机没带。
你不带什么手机啊？反正没信号。
啊，我要照相的。
啊？里面有没有信号？看看。
可能的。
那不一定呢。
没有，还是没有办法。
Good morning, thank you.
拍的一般感觉，拍的一般般。
什么？
拍的一般般，那黄是。以前我们在桂林也看了照片。很牛，这个跟肯定是那只。下次我们把我们拍的也做个相册。搞个这种册子，是吧？
Look, I saw my first piece.
Yeah.
Now you know what to expect.
So that's a picture of the dramatic.
你也去看看前面。
啊？
你说我不要前面。
你啊？
我说你也去看看前面。
他们有人在谈。
看不看谱子？
现在我不看。
你看谱子会不会弹？
也会啊。
我看你是对着那个什么？
都可以，都可以。
嘿嘿嘿，
那边那个底都灯了。
你坐那边。